Well, what's up, everybody? Sean Hakes here, trying something new called Happy Hour with Hakes, except we don't have happy hour right now for this first one. I forgot to tell the guest that this was happy hour meeting, because it makes it a little more interesting when we're all a little happied up. So anyway, for our first guest, I'm excited to bring on my buddy Beau. Beau owns Rocky Mountain Precision Services here in Castle Rock, Colorado. Hey, Beau, what's up? Can you see me all right?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Good, good. Let me turn down this obnoxious music in the background that you can't hear and only I can hear. So, so what are you doing? You driving? You in your car?
I'm sitting outside of my office right now.
Oh, there you go. Right on. So what is Rocky Mountain Precision Services? What is it you do?
We do custom landscape design, outdoor living spaces, concrete. A lot of new build landscaping, renovation, all that good stuff.
So one of the things I heard was that you're the master in dealing with HOAs and really helping people, especially those who buy new houses. And like my house, for example, my backyard wasn't done, and being able to work with them to make it easy on the customer. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have a whole design process. Basically, we come out to your house, go over ideas with you, kind of tell you what we think would look best back there, and also take your ideas into consideration. Then we do a full 2-scale CAD drawing. Once that's approved and you agree with, hey, let's move forward with this project, we actually create a full HOA submittal packet for you. It literally hand feeds every single thing that any HOA would require to get approval. And we have about a 95% success rate with most HOAs. We're very familiar. And we're actually friends with the heads of the board of some of the HOAs out here, so we can normally get approved within a week.
Nice. Yeah, from a homeowner's perspective who lives in an HOA, that is a stressful situation. We just got a hot tub put in last summer, and you helped me out with that. So the HOA came and said, hey, you need some kind of sound barrier, build a wall. And I said, I don't want to build a big wall. That's kind of looks tacky. And then you had the idea to put in some junipers right there, right?
Upright junipers, yes, sir.
Yep, that's right. It looks awesome. And they are healthy. They actually are much healthier than the landscaping that was installed by our builder, who half of it is dead now. So I might have to call you about that at some point too. So tell me a little bit. Yes. So tell me a little bit about this whole Corona COVID thing. How has it affected you as a business? Have you slowed down? Is now a good opportunity to catch up on landscaping? Because right now, this time last year, you were probably already booked out months and months and months already, because a lot of people wait till the last minute to get their landscaping. So tell us a little bit about your situation and where you guys are at right now.
Yeah, so it's kind of been a 50-50 thing. Some people that I guess you would say are essential workers hasn't really affected them too much. And so a lot of those people are still wanting to move forward with projects. We have lost a few big jobs. Some people, working for airlines. One thing that's been kind of good for most people that do exterior projects, everybody's at home right now. So it's like, I wish I had a patio to go sit on. I wish I had that fire pit, while we're here sitting at our house, and so we've gotten a lot of calls for patios and fire pits and stuff like that. So that's been kind of nice. But we have taken some necessary precautions to make sure all the guys are safe, getting them the proper PPE, making sure there's no more than, normally 4 guys on a job site. And normally they're on different parts of the yard working. All right.
Yeah, no doubt. So one of the things I see on Facebook a lot, maybe you can comment on this. If someone's booked out for a little bit of time, that's a good sign, right? I saw a lady comment before about you're booked out. Someone was a little bit less cheaper. They were available, but they were a little sketched out about who that person was and maybe what they were going to do. I've learned in the contracting world that if a contractor's booked out, it's worth the wait. So where are you guys at as far as booking?
Definitely. Yeah, so we're running 3 crews full time right now. We're booked out for probably about 3 months. If somebody says, hey, I can do this job next week, there's a reason why. Right. It's they've had shady business practices in the past, or they're a brand new company, or certain things of that nature. So I would highly recommend to always, whether it's with us or any of the other company, look at reviews, look at just do your research. It's huge. You may have someone for your new build landscaping that comes in at 15,000, and another company comes in at 18,000. There's probably a reason why. So
yeah, no doubt. So if someone wants to work with you, and we're going to go to a couple of your pictures here in a second, what's the easiest way? Like, what can they expect? Do they go to your Facebook page? Do they go to your website, request a quote? How fast do you get out there and give them quotes and all that?
So you can go to rmpslandscaping.com, fill out a quote request form. We try to get back to you in 8 hours. We have had a recent surge in leads, so we're booked out for estimates about 2 weeks right now to be able to come see your project. But what we're doing now is I'm only doing 4 to 5 estimates a day, and then I'm doing those estimates that same afternoon and trying to get everyone their stuff by the end of the day.
Okay.
That way their decision process can be a lot quicker.
Yeah, another way, I just Googled Castle Rock landscaping and saw you #1, so that's pretty cool. So that's another easy way to find you.
Yeah, love it.
Right on. I'm going to go to a couple of your pictures here. You won't be able to see them, so I'm going to describe them to you, and you can best describe them to everyone that's watching. All right, so the first one that I got up here is a picture of, looks like the one maybe Travis took, has Travis Garcia in the lower right-hand corner. Really cool waterfall. The lighting's ridiculous.
Thanks, Travis.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, so this amazing couple from Germany came to us, and they said, hey, here's a picture of a Indian on a canoe in California that we saw when we were out there, and we want to do a water feature that incorporates a canoe. And I'll be totally transparent and honest with you. I had no idea how we were going to do it at the time, but I told them that. I said, hey, I don't know how we're going to do this. I know I can do this for you. Just let us be creative, trust the process, and we're going to give you something amazing. And that's what they did. And that's probably one of my favorite projects that we've done so far. It turned out gorgeous. It's got 2 separate water features. So you have the first water feature, which would be the canoe going into the actual sit-in spa. And then you have your waterfall at the top, which goes underneath the canoe, wrapping down to a small pond. And then obviously we have a ton of plant life. We built the berms up in the back, lifted up the trees, and kind of gave them a really nice, intimate setting for their backyard.
Yeah, nice. And then I got the other picture of it up, the daytime picture, also by Travis Garcia. And that's the one that I hadn't seen before, because in the dark picture I couldn't really tell it was a canoe until I looked at this one during the daytime, and that's pretty insane. That's cool. Let's go to one of your other pictures here. So this one looks like fake grass, also known as what, turf? What do you guys call it in your industry?
Yeah. So in regards to artificial turf, it's actually a really nice way for someone that has young kids or pets, or just doesn't want to deal with the watering and the maintenance of grass. When we put in artificial turf, we use an all-American product. It's got a 15-year warranty. And when we started using, there's a ceramic coated sand that's coated with a product called Microban, and it's an antimicrobial. So when pets go to the bathroom on it, it actually kills germs, and it doesn't allow the feces and urine to really stick to it. So super easy to clean, and it's a really great way to not have maintenance or cutting your yard or having to have those insanely high water bills that we get in Castle Rock.
Yeah, so what do you think about hardscapes? So kind of similar, right? You can maybe do a blend of some artificial turf, do some hardscapes. I think Castle Rock, and this is a question I should probably ask them at some point, but if they have still some of those awesome incentives to go to the xeriscapes.
Yeah, I believe last year, I haven't honestly checked this year, I believe you were getting, it was either a tax rebate or something from the city just because of the lack of water out here. And so if people were switching to artificial grass and doing more xeriscaping stuff and getting rid of sod, there was some nice incentives with the town. Definitely have to do a little bit more research to give you a true answer on that. But
yeah, very cool. Well, right on. I'm gonna bring Travis in here in a second too, if I can figure out how to work this thing to bring 3 people on screen. Let's give it a try. Boom, there we are. Travis.
Hey, how's it going? Yes, I am.
So do you guys know each other?
Yeah, Beau and I
A
are
little
good
bit.
friends.
So you're his GC partner in crime. You're also his photographer for a lot of his projects and things like that. So yeah, you got many
I'm
many
gonna,
talents.
yeah, that's my kind of like, what do you want to be when you grow up? That's what I'd do, thing, and go take pictures of cool stuff.
Yeah. Well, they definitely look
Come on.
cool. So right on, right on. How long have you guys known each other? A couple days.
Oh, about 5 minutes. No,
Yeah,
I don't know. I think
7.
a couple. I mean, we probably met sometime before that first crawfish boil.
Nice. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's a great point. Thanks for bringing that up. So Beau is, if you've ever been to the crawfish boil, and you've tasted the deliciousness from them, that's the guy right there that makes that happen. And we're hoping that we can do one or two more this year. If this whole, I mean, I guess we could do less than 10 people. We'll figure it out.
Hey,
I
I'll,
think we should do
I'll
it.
go eat it.
I'd be down for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, we had an idea today, or a little bit earlier this afternoon, that we could do 10 people an hour. So just you buy your time. That's when you show up. You got your 10 people there. You eat and then you leave. And then the next 10 people come. It would be pretty easy. So we might as well just do that because we get that daggum crawfish boil going again.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
wouldn't be the 4,000 like last year though.
No, but at least we could eat and burn it. Yeah. So, and hey, real quick, Beau, got a question from the audience for you from a Robert Zering. And his
Oh God.
his question is, quote, "Hey Beau, what's your secret to that glorious beard? Any certain products you can recommend?"
I learned it from you, and I'm actually contemplating on trimming quite a bit of it off now. This is the biggest I've ever had it. Honestly,
Oh,
with
man.
me being so bald, I never thought like in my entirety of my life I'd ever be able to grow a beard, and then I just like kind of let it go one day, and I'm like, oh, cool, this is nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, it looks good.
It's
I've tried to grow a beard and I can't, like right here on the side, nothing. It's just
it's
patches.
scary when you shave it off. I had mine for 2 years. It was clear the heck down here.
It's monster. I shaved mine once. I'll never do it again. The first time I grew it, my wife's like, I hate it. I don't want to kiss you with your beard. And then so I was like, you know what? I'm going to serve my wife. I'm going to love my wife, and I'm going to go cut it off. So I cut it off, and I was like, oh, my God, what did I just do? And then I walk into our room, and she looks at me. She's like, oh, my God, you look weird. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, Travis, when he cut his off, I don't think anyone recognized him. He looked like he went from 65-year-old man to a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah,
Overnight.
nobody recognized me. It was funny. Everywhere I went, people were freaking out. Like, who the heck is this guy?
Yeah, yep, totally.
My kids really wanted me to grow the beard back right away. They were like, no.
Yeah, that's funny. Right on. All right, Beau, I know you got to go, so we'll let you jump off, and then we're going to get to Travis, look at some of his projects, talks about what he does, and then all that good stuff. So it wasn't so bad, was it?
Already.
You were nervous, weren't you?
We'll see you guys. I was. I hate talking in front of crowds of people.
Well, there's only 4 people watching right now, so you're okay.
All right, that makes me feel a
The
little better.
masses.
All right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
All right, man. God bless you guys. Y'all have a good
All right,
night.
brother. Yeah, you too. Thanks for joining us.
Later, man.
Catch you later. All right, Travis, you're in the hot seat now. I'm going to go ahead and pull up your lower third. There we go. Travis Garcia of Prestige Contractors. So
Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah, Prestige Global. So what is it y'all do? I mean, I know what you do, but why don't you tell everyone else that's watching, all 4 of us? Just kidding. There's actually a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than 4 people watching. I just said that because I didn't want to get Beau too nervous. But
Right.
tell us a little bit about what you guys do over at Prestige.
We specialize in high-end kitchen and bathroom remodeling. We really love to do the kitchens and bathrooms. We do additions and whole home remodels and basements, things like that. But our specialty is the kitchens and bathrooms.
Very cool. How long have you been doing it?
Well, 2001 is when I got incorporated. So next year will be 20 years.
Wow. So you and I started right about the same time.
Yeah.
Fancy that. And for those who are watching, I want to say Travis was probably one of the first business owners I met when we moved into Castle Rock, probably about It's probably at least 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. Do you remember that project in Castle Pines that we went out and
Yeah.
This is when
Yeah.
CRCO was just starting in its infancy.
Yeah, you had like maybe a couple hundred people on CRCO, like the Facebook pages and things like that. And you only had, I think, the one page at first, and you've added since then. But man, yeah, that was like, I want to say before 2014, 2013, 2014. I don't know when you moved down here.
I don't remember. It's been so long. Seems like, I don't know. It's a big blur. It was it was 7 years ago, so I don't know. I'm not good at math. You tell me.
Okay.
Right around there.
Yeah.
What are
Nice.
20? Yeah. So 2013, somewhere on there.
2013.
Yep. Yeah, very cool. So I'm gonna pull up a couple of your product or your photos. Let's see. Boom, number 1. So this looks like actually, I'm gonna take that photo off. So one of the really cool things about Travis is he's got experience with some of these historical renovations in downtown Castle Rock. One of these pictures I'm about to show is it the Hammer House? Is that what it's called, or what's the name of it?
It's
not
actually
the Hammer House. It's the other one. What is it?
The Hammer House is across the street, which we did a lot of extensive remodeling on that one. And the picture here is the Dyer House.
Dyer House. There we go. Right.
And it's an Airbnb. That project was pretty phenomenal. It's a barn that was built. It's on, what is that, 2nd and Cantrill, the corner of 2nd and Cantrill. So back in the 1880s, there was a barn on the backside of the property that was built for horses and hay and all that stuff. And it's been standing ever since. That home and the Hammer House are on the National Historic Registry, and then actually I think two more houses right on that block that we've worked on as well. So basically, what happened was the entire barn was dismantled, and we kept basically every piece. We built a new barn, new structure with a foundation, brought in utilities, and we took all of the old products and put them back onto it. So when you look at it today from the outside, it looks like it's a barn built in the 1880s. You go inside and it's just phenomenal. We built it into there's a living room, a kitchen, master bedroom, and a bathroom. So there's 2 pictures here. I think you've got 2. One picture shows the main entry.
Yeah, so this has some stairs and a TV on the wall, couches and things like that. It looks like a kitchen in the back.
Yeah, so that's right. That's what you see when you first walk in. That's actually like one of the most popular Airbnbs right now in Castle Rock.
Yeah, I've heard that. So the next picture I have up, sorry, I'm just kind of scrolling these around. So if you're watching on Facebook, you're going to see pictures drag across your face and whatnot. That is the lack of producing skills from myself. So the next picture we got, and then we got a question from the audience for you, Travis. And if anyone else has a question for Travis, this is a good time because the dude's a world of knowledge and does some of the best work you will see. So this next picture looks like a bathroom with some crazy tile work on the floor.
Yeah, actually, that one, that tile work, we had a little bit of creative freedom. The homeowner didn't quite know exactly what she wanted to do with the shower floor, and we did a 0 threshold shower, so you just kind of walk right in. You could roll a wheelchair in there if you wanted to, and we were kind of talking one day, and I was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we just acted like we had a bucket full of pebbles and we just dumped that bucket out and it just kind of washed out onto the floor? And she was like, oh, that's awesome, and so at the time, Jeff Shelburne, he worked with us for like 3 or 4 years, and he was our tile setter at the time. He does phenomenal tile work, and he actually went out on his own last year. He has a company called Remodel X, but those pebbles individually are cut all the way around. Like there's hours and hours and hours and hours worth of time in cutting around all those pebbles. And That was such a fun job because we got to just do some really cool creative stuff and create an awesome spa-like atmosphere for this homeowner.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love it. How much? No, you don't have to tell me, but I would love to do that with my basement someday.
No, I'll tell you that job right there was right around $60,000.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not bad for the quality of work you get. For sure, that's awesome.
Yeah, our bathrooms, a full size master bath that's a 5-piece, or you got a his and a hers, vanity, and the tub or the walk-in shower, things like that. That's a fairly average price for us to do those bathrooms, but you're getting absolutely everything is completely custom.
Yeah, very cool. Got a question from the audience. Can Travis do smaller projects such as non-load-bearing walls to separate a large builder-finished basement, rec room, or install wet bars, etc.?
Yeah, we definitely do stuff like that. We typically call those fill-in jobs. We'll normally try to have 2-3 larger jobs going on. We do jobs anywhere up, from $100,000 to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, but those are going to take 3 to 6 months at a time, and then we'll take on those small jobs, and we'll be able to use those as fill-in time in between larger projects.
Got it. Very cool. So you do all kinds of stuff. What's your website for those listening?
PrestigeContractorsInc.com.
PrestigeContractorsInc.com. So if anyone wants an estimate from you, what's the easiest way to do that? Go to your website, give you a call, fill out a form. How do you guys like to be communicated with?
By far the best way is to go ahead and go to the website. Right on the home page of the website is a blue button that says Schedule In-Home Consultation. And you just click that blue button, and it'll walk you through the calendar. You choose a day and a time that works best for you, and you just schedule your appointment right there. As soon as that appointment is scheduled, I'll get a notification, and then we will in turn send you a whole packet of information about what it's like to work with us, what the first meeting is going to take, and just the whole process moving forward on working with us.
How far are you booked out right now for projects?
I think it's around July. We've got a couple big jobs going on and just a couple small jobs. You asked Beau about the whole, how things are. We're in a similar situation. We've had a couple really big jobs drop off. We're hoping that those do come back a little later on. I think they were tied to a little bit of the stock market volatility and everything that's happening. But at the same time, we've also had some projects, some good sized projects come on. We've signed a contract yesterday. We signed a contract about 3-4 days ago. And then I'm working on one. I think we just turned in a new one yesterday as well.
Nice.
So, it's kind of give or take. So
heck yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting time.
Yeah, it's good. It seems like just all around in a lot of the industries, especially the essential ones that are open that have still been slow, things are starting to pick up, which is great. So I'm hoping after the first or this next safer at home or whatever it is, that people get a little more adventurous to actually start to spend some money back in the economy.
Right. Yeah, I think it seems like that's what's going to happen. I do have a little bit of a fear on about 3 to 6 months from now. I feel like a lot of people are going to hopefully they're not going to spend the money that they're getting from the government incorrectly, and then basically waste it. And then a lot of people are going to take the help that their banks are giving them, for their mortgage payment, and then think, oh, great, I don't have to make a payment for 3 to 6 months. And then all of a sudden, 6 months from now, that whole chunk of money is due at that time. And so for most people, I think that's going to be kind of scary.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. We're going to have a show. I'm going to try to get a couple mortgage guys on to talk about the difference between deferred payments and what's the other one? I'm totally losing my...
Shoot, where they essentially allow you to not pay
but then it's all owed at the end of it. And a lot of people are doing that, and I don't think they realize that at the end of that term, the entire amount is going to be owed. And it's kind of silly that they would even offer that. I think that puts people in a really bad spot.
Yep. I think that's going to really set people up for big failure here in 6 months.
Yep, no doubt. And that hat you're wearing right there, for everyone watching iFish Colorado, if you love fishing, Travis runs a pretty fun fishing group, and I know some of us with our Facebook groups are hesitant to go into groups because people can be not so friendly. That is probably the friendliest group I'm a part of, and Travis does a really good job at making sure all of the members play nice together, and it's just it's a lot of fun. A lot of good information with fishing around Colorado and all over the place. I know I was posting when I was fishing in Texas, and there's one guy, I don't know if you remember that, one guy that knew exactly where I was at and was just there right before I was. So
I remember that. Yep, cool. That's fun. Yeah.
So, cool, right on. So if you go to Facebook, search iFish Colorado. If you were looking for Travis, I'm sure you could just Google Prestige Contractors Inc. or go to prestigecontractorsinc.com. Is that right?
Yep, exactly.
Cool, and then we'll share some more of your pictures on our Facebook page when we get a minute. But this is fun. Sweet. Yeah, next time we're gonna have to do a for real happy hour with Hakes. I just planned that poorly, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to have a lot of different business owners on here with a beer from a local brewery talking about life and business in Castle Rock and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Have a burley crowler.
Oh, hey, and look at that. Lori Garcia joined. Make sure you say hi, Lori.
Hey. That's my wife, everybody.
She's a little late because we're almost done, but good thing she can rewind it and watch it again.
That's okay. That's funny.
All right, cool. One last question for you, Travis, and then we'll let you get going. Do you do rough-in work to assist the customer to reduce costs?
It depends on the job. We do get into that a little bit. It really depends on what specifically is happening to that job, because one thing that we really do, and I really try to encourage homeowners to do this, is that we pull permits on pretty much every job that can have a permit. And so we take care of that whole entire situation with submitting the paperwork to Douglas County or Castle Rock, getting the inspections, talking to the inspectors. Right now we have to do virtual inspections and things like that. So if we're going to get into a situation where we're helping somebody and they want to do part of the work, or they've got other subs, we just need to make sure that everything's being done properly and who's got the permits and whose name is it under, things like that. We do have another option, though, and that is basically consulting. That's kind of something new that we've done, especially with the new COVID stuff. And that is, if you are doing your own project, you need advice, you can basically hire us on either an hourly or a package basis, and we can help you do your own remodel. And you could either be doing all the work yourself, or you could be hiring your own subs, things like that. But
that's brilliant. That's a great service. That's huge.
Yeah. So, we just try to figure out ways we can help people during the, if you don't have everybody at your house, you can just do it yourself.
Yeah, right on.
So
very cool. I'm gonna drop your website, Prestige contractorsinc.com. Got to make sure I spell it right because I fat finger stuff all the time, and y'all remind me of it on a regular basis. So I got to quadruple check that I'm spelling things correctly. So right on. Cool, Travis. Well, it's been fun. We're gonna do this again with the happy hour format next time. And awesome. I dropped your website, and I did spell it wrong. Hold on. I did HTTPD, not S.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Let me just fix that. Jeez, holy cow. Anyway, nice. All right, brother.
All right.
Well, it's been good. Thanks for joining me, and we'll
we'll
talk to you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Later.
All right.
And thanks for watching Happy Hour with Hakes. We're going to be doing a lot more fun things in the future every Thursday right here on CRCO at 5 o'clock p.m. Catch you next time.